Why should people care about cryptocurrency now? And how is cryptocurrency going to change the world?
You don't start with a small question, do you?
No, we go right in.
Why should they care? This is the fastest level of adoption of any technology in all recorded history. So the internet grew from 1990 to 2000 at 63% a year. In 1997, there was 150 million users of the internet. Currently, there's 150 million users of crypto, and the network is growing at 113% a year. So it's twice the speed of the internet. So what does that mean? This is the network of money, the network of value. Now, if you understand network businesses, you'll understand Facebook. So here's a giant network, 3.5 billion, where we got to use the network to connect with people, unless it was yesterday when the internet didn't work, when it all went down. But let's assume that it did work. You get to get the psychological benefit of likes and connecting with people, and they get to monetize you. So the value of the network accrues to the company and the shareholders. So the shareholders got rich, and our brains just rotted. That was the trade-off. But when you're talking about cryptocurrencies, it changes that network model to something where the network participants are also the owners of the network. So the network, let's say at the simplest level, is Bitcoin, and everybody who uses the Bitcoin network has to use Bitcoin, has to own Bitcoin. And so the more people that come on the network, the more the value of the network goes up. It's called Metcalfes Law. It's the number of connections plus the interconnectedness between all of the people on the network. So crypto supercharges this, which is why it's growing so fast. It's kind of built in human behavioral virality within it. So what does that mean, and why should people care? Well, we've already said it's the fastest adoption of any technology in all recorded history. If you'd have known about the internet in 1997 and had made the right bets, which was harder back then because it was multiple companies and not the underlying protocols. Here we get to bet on the protocol. It's going to be the largest distribution or redistribution of wealth in all history. So why do I say that? Well, we can just extrapolate the numbers. As networks grow, the rate of growth comes down a bit. So it's currently growing 113% a year. If it drops to 83% a year, then we get to 1 billion users from the 150 today by 2024. We get to 3.5 to 4 billion users by assuming the trend rate of growth then drops after 5 years to, let's say, 63%, which the internet grew at. We get to 4 billion users by the end of the decade. So if this is a network of money, therefore the value of this network is going to utterly explode. So how do I put that in context? In context, it means that it's currently a $2 trillion market. Sounds big, right? But all the other asset classes, like equities and bonds and real estate, they're all 200 to 300 trillion. So if this is going to grow at the speed we think and get the adoption that it looks like it's getting, and that's provable maths, then the probability is that this gets to be worth 200 trillion.